Hi everyone, welcome back to my video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. So today I'm gonna do another mukbang. I'm gonna do black bean noodle and kimchi, and let's get started. So I thought today I could talk about my breastfeeding experience. So I am a new mom for first-time viewers. So what I thought was the baby's born and it just automatically happens that he just starts breastfeeding. But I was completely wrong. Breastfeeding is actually harder than it looks. So what makes it hard, at least for me, what made my breastfeeding experience really difficult was the latch. So my son had a very hard time latching. And then after that, so I just started pumping because I really wanted to breastfeed him. My goal was always to breastfeed. So when he was not latching, I decided I was just gonna pump. So I pumped all the time. Pretty much every 3 hours I would pump for the first 3 months of his life. But I would always try to still get him to latch, still try to breastfeed, because it's a lot easier than pumping. Because pumping was very exhausting. So I would always try to still get him to latch on, but he would hate it. He would cry. He wouldn't want to latch at all. He only wanted a bottle. Until he was 3 months. Finally, I tried again. As soon as he hit 3 months, I tried again, and he finally latched on. That was the happiest day of my life. Now, I'm not too sure what made him want to latch on, because he hated it when he was first born. Once he finally latched on, I saw how easy it was breastfeeding without always having to pumping when he's sleeping, making sure I had milk for him. I was so stressed out. I always had to be prepared. I had a bottle warmer. I always had to have his bottle prepared before he woke up. And that was very exhausting and stressful for me. And when he finally latched on, it was so easy. I didn't have to wash bottles anymore. I didn't have to prepare any milk for him. I wasn't stressed, worried if I had enough milk for him, because a lot of times he would want more, or he wouldn't even drink it all, and then I would have to throw it away. And like many people know, like, milk is like liquid gold, so I didn't want to throw away my milk. another thing I was worried about was we were traveling overseas when he was 4 months old, and I didn't know how I was gonna pump while traveling or on the plane, and like how I was gonna be traveling with milk because liquid is not allowed on the plane. So I got so happy when he finally latched on right before traveling overseas, which made my life a lot easier. All I did was just buy a breastfeeding cover to cover myself while breastfeeding him out in public, and it just came easy. Whenever he wanted to eat, he'd have it ready. And I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning, breastfeeding made me very emotional. Because he was not latching and my main goal was to breastfeed, I was about to give up. I went to the lactationist. We sat for 2 hours trying to get him to latch on, and all he would do is just cry for 2 hours. We would try to trick him, give him a bottle, and then I tried to breastfeed him, but he would not want it at all. He would only take the bottle. I remember that day, I think I cried the whole day. And I was telling my husband, I give up. I don't want to breastfeed anymore. Pumping was too exhausting for me. And I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, you know what? Let's just do formula. So we tried formula that day. And I don't know what was wrong with formula, but it made my son throw up. Every time we would feed him formula, he would throw it all up. And my husband was like, don't give up. You're gonna regret it in the future. Just continue on, and it'll be worth it. So, seeing my son throw up, now I'm not sure why he was throwing up from formula, because now he's okay with it. So, I'm really happy I stuck with it. I'm really happy I stuck with it, because if I hadn't, I think I really would have regretted it. Now, breastfeeding is really nice for your baby, but if you don't have the ability to breastfeed your baby, I think formula works just as good as breast milk. So, if you have the same problem as me, don't give up. But if you do end up giving up, or you have other reasons, I think a fed baby is the best. Doesn't matter, formula or breast milk. My son mostly takes breast milk, but there are times where I will give him formula, or if I'm not at home and he's with like my husband or my mom, I will give him a bottle of formula. But he is mostly breastfed. Right now I don't pump anymore. I think I only pumped one time since he's latched on. So my advice for new moms that want to breastfeed is do not give up and see a lactationist. They will help you as much as they can. And also, I think something that you should do that I did not do, I didn't think it was important to do, because like I said, I thought that breastfeeding was going to be easy. So my advice is to go to a breastfeeding class before giving birth for new times moms that want to breastfeed, to learn how a baby's supposed to latch, how to hold your baby while breastfeeding. Oh, another thing that I recommend is a boppy. A boppy is like a pillow that's like a U-shaped pillow that you put around you when breastfeeding. It helps with newborns, especially holding them, because it can get exhausting holding your baby while breastfeeding. So this like supports you, supports your arms. So I do recommend it. Even if you're not breastfeeding, I still recommend it, because it supports your baby while bottle feeding too. Now that my son is 6 months, almost 7 months, he's doing a lot better with breastfeeding. So he's about he's 3 months, almost 4 months into breastfeeding now. And it's been so easy for me. If you have any questions on my experience, if I didn't answer anything that you wanted to answer, if you have any questions about my breastfeeding experience, if I didn't answer anything that you wanted to know, let me know in the comments. If you have any other video recommendations that you'd like to see from me, also let me know in the comments. And I think this will be my last bite. Thank you so much for watching me today. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like seeing my videos and if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.